My name is Alex. I'm 35, IT support lead, husband to Sarah, father to Lily. Our 7-year-old we adopted when she was 3. I'm the older brother by 4 years, the one who arrives early with extra chairs, keeps spare batteries in a labeled drawer, and never raises his voice. People keep me around because I'm handy. I fix routers, wobbly legs on furniture, and whatever else breaks without anyone noticing the labor. Christmas at my parents' house is the same every year. The cracked plastic nativity on the mantel, the one-eyed paper snowman taped to the window, Mom's 2008 burned CD on repeat. My brother Nate rolls in late with Max, 9 years old, loud, and crowned the golden grandchild the moment he was born. Mom calls him my little man, the way landlords talk about tenants. Everyone else is just passing through. We show up with a casserole, cookies, and Lily clutching a drawing she made for Nana, stick figure family under a lopsided Christmas tree. She looks up at me, eyes asking permission. I nod, it's perfect. Shoes off, coats piled on the same chair that's held coats for 20 years. Dad grunts for help with the roast. Lily tiptoes to the dining room and stops. 8 place settings gleam under the red runner. She points to the empty spot beside me. Where do I sit? Right here, I say. Mom claps once. Everyone to the table. She sets a full plate in front of Max before his butt hits the chair. A second helping already waits on a side platter like he ordered ahead. Lily slides in. There's nothing in front of her. No plate, no fork, just a faded candy cane stain from last year. I keep my voice calm. Mom, we're short a setting for Lily. Mom doesn't look up from carving. There wasn't enough. She upset Max earlier, remember? Sarah's knee presses hard against mine under the table. Lily whispers, it was just cups. I said sorry. Mom waves it off. We don't reward bad behavior. Max reaches for seconds. Mom beams and serves him like he's the only child in the world. Lily folds her hands in her lap. Her mouth goes small and still. Something inside me goes very quiet. We're heading out, I say. Mom's smile sharpens. Alex, don't be ridiculous. It's Christmas. Nate smirks. Bro, chill. I stand. Sarah stands. Lily stands. We pick up the gifts we brought, still wrapped, and walk out. No one follows. Dad watches like a man who turned the volume all the way down on himself. Outside, the cold slices straight through my coat. I buckle Lily in. She doesn't cry, she just stares ahead like she's solving something too big for 7. Sarah's eyes shine, but her voice is steady. You didn't say a word. I didn't need to, I answer and pull away. The house disappears in the rear view. Mom's CD keeps playing behind a closed door we no longer have to walk through. We adopted Lily after a year of home visits, background checks, and paperwork thick enough to choke on. The day the judge signed, Lily clutched her stuffed fox and asked, "Am I yours now?" I told her forever and felt the word brand itself on my ribs. My parents said they were proud. Mom framed the courthouse photo. It sits on a side table, flanked by 2 bigger pictures of Max. Money has always been the silent guest at every family table. When I landed my first steady IT job, the requests started. Internet bill confusion. Car insurance due yesterday. Nate's bridge loan between bar gigs that never ended. Dad's back went out. Suddenly I was covering rent for 3 months. Sarah works nights as a nurse. We budget like monks. We say no to Disney, yes to braces. We refill savings the way you refill a thimble, one careful drop at a time. Every December, Mom assigns dishes, then casually adds a $180 roast, fancy napkins, 3 bottles of wine, new plates because hers are chipped. You'll get the credit card points, she says, like points feed a child. This year I pushed back. We'll bring sides and dessert, that's our limit. The phone went quiet then. It's Christmas, Alex. Don't be stingy. 2 days later, Dad sent a screenshot of an electric bill that looked photoshopped. I asked for the actual PDF. He said it was complicated. We showed up anyway. I told myself. Smile, survive, leave at a decent hour. Don't be the problem. Then came the empty place mat. Back home, we ate chicken nuggets on the couch under a blanket that smells like our detergent. Lily narrated the movie like nothing happened. After she fell asleep clutching her fox, I finally looked at my phone. 9 missed calls. A new group chat titled, "We Need to Talk About Alex." At 9:47 p.m., Dad texted me privately, "Rent due tomorrow." Not "we're short," not "can you help?" Just a statement like my bank account had his name on it. Sarah read it over my shoulder and laughed one short, tired laugh. Of course. We didn't answer. Morning came pale and quiet. I made chocolate chip pancakes. Lily asked if it was still Christmas. I told her it was the day after, which clearly meant pancakes. She approved. Then I opened the banking app and did the math on everything we'd spent for their Christmas while my daughter sat with no plate. The family chat was already on fire. Mom, we're all very disappointed in how you left last night. Nate, you owe Dad rent, dude. Dad, new payment link coming. I took a breath, attached the photo I'd quietly snapped of the table, 8 plates, 1 empty square, and the 10-second video of Max getting seconds while Lily waited. Sent. Mom, you're taking this out of context. Nate, stop being dramatic. Dad, rent first, then we talk. I opened a note and listed every quick favor from the last year, screenshots attached. Total came to more than $4 grand. I dropped it in the chat. Silence. Then the flood, how dare you keep score, your father's blood pressure, think of Max. You always wanted to be the martyr. I typed 3 letters, no. I left the family cell plan that morning. Paid off my phone, started a new one with Sarah. No more surprise 20 GB data charges from Max's gaming. I wrote a short bullet point email and sent it to both parents, CC'd Sarah. I will not pay your rent. I will not attend events where my daughter is treated as less. Money discussions require an actual bill. Do not go around me to Sarah. Then the doorbell. Dad alone in his wedding and funerals coat. He looked smaller than I remembered. Can we talk man-to-man? He asked through the crack in the door. Translation, pay up and don't make Mom cry. I didn't open the chain. Dad, I adopted a little girl. I budget like a poor man so other people can eat. Last night, Mom told my daughter there wasn't enough food for her. You want man-to-man? I'm her father first. He rubbed the back of his neck. Your mom gets excited about Max. She meant it enough to say it out loud. He glanced past me at our little tree, the homemade ornaments, Lily's drawings on the fridge. He pulled out an envelope. At least take your Christmas card. I took it, didn't open it. He waited. I waited longer. He left. My hands shook when I closed the door like I'd deadlifted something I didn't know I could carry. The next days were a bombardment, voicemails that began sweetheart and ended selfish. Threats about Dad's heart, Nate texting that I adopted for attention. I blocked him for a week. The silence tasted like sleep. Sarah and I made a new house rule on the fridge whiteboard. Nobody makes Lily small. Nobody makes Mom small. Nobody makes Dad small. Lily added in purple marker, everyone gets a plate. We took her sledding. She flew down the hill screaming joy into the cold, crashed, rolled, demanded again. Simple happiness that cost nothing but showing up. I started tiny rebellions, scheduled my own dentist appointment, canceled the family Netflix I'd been paying for, moved $50 into an account labeled boring emergencies. I slept 8 hours for the first time in years. Day 6, Mom texted a photo of a budgeting worksheet with 3 lines filled in. This is dumb, she wrote. But okay. Progress in my family looks like that. January arrived clean and cold. Mom sent a group text. Family dinner next month at our house. House rules, everyone eats, hosts pay. Bring food only if you want, Nate replied. Lol, what happened to you people? Dad replied. Trying something new. We showed up with nothing but a salad Lily washed the lettuce for. There were place cards, Lily's name in shaky marker with a glitter star sticker. She touched it like it might disappear. That's mine, she whispered. Yes, baby, it is. Dinner wasn't magic. It was awkward, careful, like people learning to walk again after a cast comes off. But there was a plate. There was food on it. Nobody asked me to Venmo anyone under the table. When we left early, because our couch is comfier, no one guilt-texted. Later, I opened Dad's envelope. Inside was the courthouse photo of me holding Lily the day she became ours forever. On the back, he'd written, proud of the man you are. Learning too, I showed Sarah. She smiled like the world still had good surprises. We kept the photo. Some things still creak. Mom pokes at the edges, Nate sulks. Dad sends occasional garden updates with a single green checkmark. I answer when I feel like it. But when my phone buzzes at 9:47 p.m. now, it's usually Sarah sending a blurry picture of Lily and her fox asleep under the quilt. No rent reminders. No guilt grenades. Just my family small, loud in the right ways, fully paid for by us. I never made a scene. I just decided whose father I am, and then I lived like it. Everyone gets a plate. If they forget, we leave. That's the whole story.